thank you all for coming today. Today is a testament of veterans that wanted to continue to serve, linking up with people who in this community were already doing great work. So thank you for Rebuilding Together Pittsburgh, for letting us be a part of something so awesome in Hazelwood. Center of Life, thank you for coming. We found a community that we wanted to support, and we learned about it, and that helped us fall in love with it and want to serve it. And so I'll talk a little bit about the Mission Continues. It's a national service organization. They asked me to start the Pittsburgh platoon, and we had 2 veterans, and we ended up with about 140. So we're looking for new missions. We want to come back. Veterans have great skills and abilities. You can hear them working in the back still. They didn't want to stop. And when they come back, they're looking for an opportunity to serve. So thank you.
Thank you, James. I'd also like to introduce 2 9/11 veterans who have continued to serve and so can share your experiences with you. First is Lynn Straczynski, a veteran in Pittsburgh, an Army veteran, and part of the leadership course for veterans in Pittsburgh. Lynn, can you please come up?
Thank you for having me here. I was asked to talk a little bit about transition, my personal transition, some transition issues that everyone has when they're coming out. Right now, I'm fortunate. I've been out for 6 years out of the Army. I work for the federal government, and I'm a current doctoral student at Robert Morris University. So right now, 6 years later, everything is great and wonderful, but coming out, it was an extreme challenge. It took me almost a year to get a job. And you're told when you're getting out that you have all these great skills and wonderful things that you can offer any kind of company or organization, and you kind of get here and you're not really finding that. And when you're a service member, you always have resources to go to, and you always have a network of ready-made people that you can go to for pretty much anything. You always have direction. You get out and you go back home or go to whatever city you go to, and you're kind of left on your own. Personally, I got to Pittsburgh, and I had all these websites that I researched, and I thought, these people are going to help me. They're going to give me some networks. They're going to allow me to show everything I have to offer. But what I found instead of real directions was just circles, literal circles going back and forth to different things. And I've talked to some people who weren't veterans, didn't serve, and they thought, well, just because you're getting out doesn't mean that, you know, we owe you something. We don't owe you a job. It shouldn't be super easy for you, but it's not really like that. You know, you live in Pittsburgh your whole life, and you already have these networks and everything created for you, made for you, that you've worked on. But when you come back from serving, you kind of lose all that stuff. So, you know, what we really need here is something to allow us to build our networks again, to let us be a part of something, to get direction and help so that we can get meaningful employment when we get out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Our next veteran is a Navy veteran, a submariner, William Lutz. Please come on down.
Hi, I've been asked to share my story a little bit, which is a little different. My name is William Lutz, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of a technology startup here in Pittsburgh called ConnectWith. But before that, I was a submarine officer on the USS Miami. It was a nuclear-powered, fast attack, Los Angeles-class submarine. So about 2 years ago, when I left the Navy, I thought I could do 2 things. I thought I could operate a nuclear reactor, and I thought I could drive a submarine. And it turns out there aren't a lot of submarine jobs on the Monongahela. But when I got to Pittsburgh, I thought I'd be stuck in the nuclear industry. And what I learned was that my experience in the military taught me a lot of other skills. It taught me how to be a problem solver. It taught me how to do critical thinking. It taught me how to do team leadership and project management. And that's how I got on my path to starting my own company. And I can tell you that all of the people I served with and the vets that are here with us They all have those same great skills that when they come out. They have these fantastic skills. And that's why I'm really, truly excited and encouraged for the opportunity and the, I lost my point. The opportunity that these returning veterans represent both to the city and here for the mayor and his leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Mission Continue volunteer and our beloved mayor of Pittsburgh, who has been extremely supportive of all veterans in district as he prepares to launch Homefront Pittsburgh. William Perduto.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, there's so much good that's happening right here, right now, and I want to thank the Mission Continues for not only being able to help somebody with some work that they need done, but for the mission that you've decided to take on, which is helping to rebuild communities, helping to help others in understanding that veterans never stop serving, they just find a different way to do so, and by pulling that energy together for the betterment of the community. It's an honor to have Rosie Cloud here from Washington, D.C., from the VA, to be able to work with us on this new mission that we're going to be creating. I'm honored to have Captain Wolf here with us as well, and our elected officials, Councilman Corey O'Connor and Councilman Dan Gilman. What we're looking to do as we look at Homefront Pittsburgh is not to create a department within city government, but to empower those that are doing what they are for veterans throughout this region. And what does that mean? That means that if we can collectively pull our energy together, an area that has more veterans than anywhere else in this country but doesn't have a military base to help to coordinate it. If we can find ways for not just those that will be leaving the military, but the veterans that are already here, job training, education, working with our universities, partnering with the Allegheny Conference and its program for energy jobs, working with our building trades for the program that they already have, helmets to hard hats, and enhancing it. Working with our Urban Redevelopment Authority to find housing stock so that when somebody is looking, we can have a list for them, a menu that basically says, if you're looking to get retrained, here's vocation, here's education, here's opportunities that are going to be presented to you. If you're looking for housing, here is where it's at. If you're looking for wellness or mental health, here's where we're going to be partnering with, where all of it comes together so that it is very friendly. You know what? There are very few cities, there may not be any cities, that offer it in a very simple form to the veterans to be able to utilize all the resources that are already here. Pittsburgh is going to be that city. And we're going to do it by coordinating the efforts of organizations like this with all the other organizations that are here. And it's going to be housed in the mayor's office. And I'm proud to say that the VA has selected Pittsburgh to be able to be one of the few cities that will have a VA staff position within the mayor's office. So that now there will be a coordinated effort that will enhance already what we've already begun. I want to thank Josh Rowland, who's taken on that effort over this past year through AmeriCorps. Now we're going to take it up another level and work off of what you've been able to build. There's 4 key areas that we took on when we took on office a year and a half ago. We looked at wellness of our community in ways that we could help to make our community healthier. We looked at immigration and thought of ways that we could coordinate the efforts that were being done and to enhance and created welcoming Pittsburgh. We're looking at people with needs and across the spectrum of both the physical and the mental needs in creating an effort to be able to enhance it. And we're looking at our veterans, those who have served us and are finding a way that we can now better serve them. So I just want to thank you for, as we look at this as one project and the effort that's behind it, and imagine what we can do as we pull together as a team. And with that, I want to introduce somebody who knows a little bit something about teamwork, somebody who's dedicated his life to finding the good things in our community and enhance upon it, somebody who never says no to any opportunity to be able to support a good, worthwhile effort, and somebody who's proven that his greatest accomplishments in life have come off the field, Hall of Famer, Franco Harris.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Okay. Ready for a weekend of football? No, I know. Hey, listen, I just want to thank people really for coming out today and to see what's going on. We have a lot of people here making a big difference in Pittsburgh and doing a lot of things that they can to continue to make our city grow, improve, and get better, better, and better. And rebuilding Pittsburgh, thank you for the things that you do. Mission continues. Thank you for what you do, but coming together to work together to make Pittsburgh special. And as the mayor talked about too, help people who need help. And I really love it today where we have veterans helping the veterans. Yep. That's beautiful. But I also saw your work that you do in veterans helping the community, people in the community, the things that you do. Being a Army brat, I have to admit that. My dad was in 20+ years, but to see that after you retire, that you come together as a team and use all your skills and all your methods to put to good use here in Pittsburgh now and to make a difference here in Pittsburgh. So I just want to thank you for all the great work that you're doing. Mayor, councilmen, thank you for being a part of this also. But we want the greater Pittsburgh to look at this and to realize that us helping each other, us in this area, making a difference, reaching out to each other, that's who we are in Pittsburgh. And so let's continue to do that, and let's just let the mission continue on and on and on. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, very good. Next, I'd like to introduce Rosa Cloud. She is the Senior Advisor for Veteran Employment at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and has come all the way from the VA's office in Washington to be here today. Again, Rosa.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Mayor, for giving me an opportunity to come down and announce that Pittsburgh has been selected as one of our Veterans Economic Community Initiative communities. I think it is a testament to the authentic love this community has for veterans. I think today you all really give voice to the fact that our veterans are civic assets. They want to be part of the community. And so with that, with the announcement, we are also eager to introduce Susan Christ, who is our economic liaison here in Pittsburgh, and who will be working side by side with the community. And in just the last few weeks, we've already had an outpouring of support. So I'd like to announce that the first learning hub, the fastest learning hub so far to be stood up, is actually taking place in Pittsburgh, thanks to Google, Carnegie Library, and the community in the mayor's office. Thank you so much.
Very last, for some closing remarks, I'd like to introduce Dwight Radoff, CCAC's Director of Military and Veteran Affairs. Dwight, come here.
Thank you. So I've been asked to say a few closing remarks. I couldn't think of anything more important to say than thank you. Thank you to our veterans. Thank you to the community leaders. Thank you to the mayor's office, the county, our elected officials for making Pittsburgh such a great place to live, work, and learn as a veteran. We are doing some phenomenal things here in Pittsburgh. We're going to continue to get better, and it's only made possible through everyone's help. So with that, I'm going to again say thank you, and there's still plenty of work to do, so please everyone get back to work. Thank you.